Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be a first impressions look of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blood Money palette. This retails for $52. I got mine from Beautylish. It's also on Jeffree Star's site, and today we're going to do a first impressions look as well as swatches for this palette. Now as a disclaimer, because you know I have to, right? You know I have to with the Jeffree thing. As a disclaimer, this is not me judging Jeffree as a person. This is me judging the quality of the product. Now, if you don't like Jeffree Star as a person or as a brand, that's cool. I do upload like 6 days a week, so maybe this won't be the video for you, but maybe other ones will. I'm reviewing this because this is what people ask me to do. Tons of people ask me to review it. You can check the comments on this Instagram post and on this video if you don't believe me. This is what people ask for. This is my job, and that's why I'm reviewing it today. And I also love green eyeshadow. So today we're reviewing this palette, the palette, and the quality, and I give you my first impressions of it. So without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, I'd greatly appreciate it if you did that. And if we get 400 likes on this video, I will do a 3 looks 1 palette using the Blood Money palette. So let's go ahead and get into the swatches and then we'll get started with the look. Alright guys, so here are the swatches for row number 1. Everything honestly looks really good. I would say the mint shade and the slash shade in the first row were more of the dry texture, but they are mattes. But overall, very pretty row 1. Here is row number 2. Everything looks pretty. This shade is stunning. It is called Money Heist. It's like a red reflect, that like a red brown that turns to green, like we see all the time, but it's much softer. This shade right here was a lot thicker than a lot of the rest of them, but it still swatched lovely, and this is a very, very soft, dark matte shade. And here's the last row, row 3. I would say this is more of the cool tone side of the palette. We definitely went from pastel and bright to bright colors, then to the cooler colors. These two colors did not swatch my favorite, especially this kind of gray tone. This shade right here I thought was gonna be like a standard gray as looked in the pan, but it swatches very red, brown, and bluey, purpley kind of color. It swatched amazingly, like it went on for days. And then we had this black glitter at the end, which I think is very nice. So overall, this was probably the less successful of the 3 rows just because these 2 shades weren't my favorite. But honestly, the swatches for all 3 rows were pretty good. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into this look. I'm going to do something pretty simple and pretty like everyday wearable green for me because I'm going to do a couple errands after this, and I don't want something super crazy for it. I don't want to draw attention to myself. So, oh, that sounds like I'm going to rob a store. I'm not. I'm just gonna go return something to a store, and I don't want anybody looking at me today. I'm not in the mood for conversation, I guess. I don't know. I'm not doing anything bad. I just want something simple and everyday, but green. So my eyelids are already primed with the Draw Cosmetics Clean Canvas base in the color Fair, which is a great match for me. And now let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not gonna lie. So taking the sleeve off, the little sleevey thing, took me a minute to like all the stuff, okay, which shouldn't have, but it took me a solid like 2 minutes to figure out how to open this. I was like over here trying to open it, pushing these little nubs as buttons, trying to open it, pushing one, trying to turn these little buttons as one, until I finally realized this first one slides. Oh no, can I not do it now? No, I got it open earlier. Yeah, okay, so how to open it is this one slides, but it's still hard to open, which usually is train cases are. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not a fan of how shiny this is in the top here. Like this part being shiny. Oh, sorry for blinding you. This top up here shiny, not a fan. But the palette itself looks really good. It's just way more blue in person on the right hand side than I expected. I expected these to be kind of richer greens and brighter greens, especially this one. But this kind of area looks more blue. And we already have a blue palette from him, but it is a lot more green, and I do appreciate the gold and brown mix-ins as well. So overall, here is the Fresh and Crispy eyeshadow palette. Let's get started. Wait, I know you guys already saw swatches, but I haven't touched this icy white shade. Oh, it's green reflective. So, I love an icy white shade. That one has a green reflect. I don't have a green reflect. I have a blue reflect in my collection. I don't have a green reflect. Okay, distraction, sorry. Let's go ahead and get started with my eyeshadow for my eye primer creases on me. So what I want to start out with is I want to start out with the crease. I'm going to take my E38 blending brush from Sigma. I'm going to start off, let's see how Mint Condition performs. We're going to start off with Mint Condition, which is this shade right here. I'm going to tap in there, tap off the excess, and I'm going to buff this over the crease, like all over, and see if it shows up. I'm actually going back in now, not tapping off the excess, and that was much better. Kind of a cute color. Okay, so overall, this is 2 dips into the pan on both sides without tapping off the excess. It's a pretty nice mint color. I'm not mad at it. It's a little more blue than on the green mint side, but honestly, it's still pretty. So I'm wiping off my brush on a paper towel now, and I'm gonna go into the lime color. Oh my gosh, there's so many colors. I wanted like an ivy look, but it's okay. So let's go into Chameleon Fetish, which is this bright, bright limey color. This will be a great match color too, but it's actually a shimmer. So I'm gonna go into this lime. I'm gonna tap off my excess, which was a lot of powder in the air right then. And I'm gonna put this in the first half of the crease. I'm actually gonna go lower than we did with the first color too. And then I'm gonna mix those two. But I'm also gonna add it lower so we get more of that bright pop of something in the first half of the crease. This one's like really pigmented and nice, like honestly. Tap off the excess. There's a lot of powder in there, but I don't mind that. This is a cute color, you guys. This one's cute. I actually expected the mint and this green limey shade to probably not perform that well, but they're really nice. Like I was really thinking these two were gonna be kind of lackluster because they are like the lighter colors, more pastel, but they're very vibrant and pretty. I don't know how they're gonna wear throughout the day. They look like they might fade. So I'm gonna wipe off the brush again, using the same brush because you know, when you're running out the door, you don't have time to use 8 brushes. And I'm gonna dip, let's go into Make It Rain now, which is this kind of like an actual money color. I'm gonna tap off our excess. I'm gonna do the second half of the crease going over that mint shade as well. So it's showing up. It's just not, it takes more effort to build this one up than it did with the other ones to like actually show the shade, but it is actually showing up once I go in there again. It's a pretty nice color actually, this darker green. I'm gonna mix them in the center there. So we kind of cover the mint up, but I see a little bit of it peeking through. And I honestly just want to see how the mint performs. It wasn't really part of my aesthetic for this look, so I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go back again on this side and make it match. It's actually really cute so far. This the bright lime is doing it for me. I think it's really pretty. I don't know if it matches his hair. Maybe I should have worn a wig. Meh. Usually when I do Jeffree reviews, I have purple hair, it seems like, other than like 1 or 2 of them. So I'm used to like my purple hair matching his like one tone kind of palette, you know? I would like Jeffree to come out with, it just seems like everything is blue themed, purple themed, red themed. I would like to see one that's not one color themed. I would like to see him go back to his like original palettes where they were a whole collective theme, not just the color scheme kind of palette. Like, you know, a green palette. Even though I needed a green palette, I'm not gonna lie, I needed a green palette. So this is the crease. It's looking pretty good. I need to blend out the edges a little more, but we can do that at the end. So this is the crease color right now. It looks cute. I'm gonna go into a little bit, let's go into Self-Made, just so if we can see if it's darker than this one. This looks more vibrant, this looks more gray. I'm just gonna see if it'll show up over it. I'm gonna tap off the excess. Now that's like the very bottom of my crease here, just to see if it makes any difference at all. Because it looks more gray, but I can't tell if it's darker or not. And no, it just looks more cool. I can't actually tell if it's darker. I just wanted to see. It's definitely around the same pigmentation as this other shade. It's just cooling down my outer corner a little bit, which is completely fine. Going in with a damp brush now. This is a E58 flat cream brush from Sigma. I'm gonna use the Divine Intervention Icy White shade with a green hue for the inner portion of my lid. Then I'm gonna flip to the other side of the brush and I'm gonna go into Emerald Estate, which is this shade right here, which looks like a different texture than the other ones. Other ones seem like a standard shimmer texture. This one has more, standard shimmer formula. This one looks like it has more texture on it, so I want to see if it's that gross gritty formula we have with the Mini Orgy palette, or if it's just a different type of shimmer in appearance. So first shade is chunky, but I don't care. I'm just gonna put this all over the lid. I do have a hooded lid, so this is definitely going to transfer up to my crease colors eventually, and I'm fine with that. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. I just love an icy white shade with a different reflect in it. Like, I was just using the Ornate palette from Colourpop, and it has an icy white shade with a yellow golden hue to it when I put it on my lid. I can't do anything about it. I just love it so much. Now I'm going to flip the brush around, go into that Emerald Estate shade. Definitely looks more chunky on the brush. It kind of splatted, if that makes any sense, in the shadow pan. Oh. And I'm getting more fallout under the eye, but it actually looks really nice and bright green on the lid. I'm going to flip between the front and the back to blend the center of the lid. Alright, so this is the top of the lid. It looks very nice. I'm going to go, ooh, wrong brush. E55 shader brush from Sigma for my lower lash line here. I'm going to take, I guess I'm just going to take the Self-Made darker shade that I use for like the very bottom of my crease. And I'm just going to tap off the excess and brush under my lower lash line. Definitely doesn't match how neon the top lid is, but that's fine. I just didn't want to do like, you know, like a dark halo eye when I'm just going to the store into my boyfriend's house. Like I don't need like that. But then I went full neon on the top. I don't want to draw attention to myself. Does this. Whatever. Alright guys, so this is my eyeshadow. It looks really cute. I'm gonna blend down my outer corner a little bit. Blend that out. Pop on some lashes. Finish my face. I'll be right back. We'll talk about the finished look. Show you what I'm working with. Because when I put the lashes on, I feel like it's a whole different story. Alright guys, so this is the finished look with some lashes, a little bit of Milani Lime liner, and the Celebrity Skin lipstick from Jeffree Star, which is like my go-to nude when I don't know what lip color to wear. So this is the eye look up close. I think it's really cute, honestly. Like, it's really pretty. I like how the colors kind of combine together, and I'm feeling it. Also, I think that icy white green shade would look really cute for inner corner, but I already put ice cold as my inner corner. So, anyways, you guys, this is the finished look. Let me know what you think. I would also love suggestions on what kind of looks you would like to see for a 3 looks 1 palette. I will do a 3 looks 1 palette if this video gets 400 likes. So, if you want to see it, give me a thumbs up. And, of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be safe out there. It's weird. The world's crazy. Just be safe and aware of your surroundings at all times. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.